Hello, and welcome to the Don't You Know I'm Loco podcast. We are three cousins looking to break generational curses by sharing our mental health and healing journeys. Join me, Candy,
Lisa,
and
Rene,
as we talk about the things we're not supposed to talk about. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy Halloweeny.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
And Dia de los Muertos. We kind of did a culture clash of both of them because this episode is going to air the week of both of those. So.
Yes. And it's so fun to dress up.
I know. It is.
Like my
socks? Yep. Well, who do you guys think Rene
cool.
is?
It says, it doesn't say MAGA, by the way. He's red hats now. You got to clear out the air.
You got to be careful with
How
them
funny.
hats.
It's Bubba Gump.
So Rene is Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa, what do you think Lisa is?
What is she like?
Where is she? Vita, vita.
I can't do it. Whatever.
So Lisa is I Love Lucy or Lucy. And I am Miss America. And there's a reason why.
Yes.
Insert picture here.
That is the cutest. Like, that's the cutest costume ever.
That's my favorite costume ever.
How old were you?
I had to have been like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my mom made me a Miss America costume one year.
Oh.
And
So cute.
yeah. So I'll talk about that later. But
Uh-huh.
let's get into our challenges.
Sure.
Okay. My challenge this week has to do with work. So there's a lot of things shifting around at work, which means there's more on my plate. And normally I would be like anxious and like so like worried, but I was like, meh, okay. And then I even took the opportunity to be like, so since things are changing, does that mean my pay is gonna change or what?
Yeah.
And I was like, normally I wouldn't even, right? And I was like, good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, what's
Good
gonna
job.
happen? So I was like, okay, that was my challenge, and I got through it okay because I was like, okay, the next, the end of the year is coming, and so I work in accounting, so it's like, and so at this time it's like the busiest too. So today I had to, and then one of my other coworkers was out with COVID, so it literally was me doing 3 people's jobs today.
Shoot.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So I was like, normally I would have been crying already, but
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Because I'm a stress crier.
I'm
like, but yeah, I was like, oh, okay, we're doing something,
Yeah.
I'm good. Because I was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I have to get through it somehow. So, but yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
I know that's
Nice.
tough, and
It
I know
is.
it's like you don't want to say no. You won't say no. You just want to like.
You can't say no because it has
but
to get
it's like,
done.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I know
So
that's
I'm
hard.
like, okay. Yeah. So the rest of the year is gonna be a little tough, but I got it. I'm
You
like,
got
make
this.
sure
Yeah, I
you
gotta keep checking.
make note of that when
Yeah.
raises times come around.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me my money. What about you guys? Do you guys have any challenges?
I really don't.
Woo.
Nice.
I mean, every day is a challenge. So, I mean, there's nothing really that I can really think of.
That's
so.
okay. Sometimes you don't have challenges, and that's okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Renee? Any challenges?
Mine's like an overall kind of life thing.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes you feel like you got it, right? Like
Yeah.
you're in this healing path and you're just like, got this. And then bam, you hit a flat tire. You hit a flat tire on your journey.
Mm-hmm.
And, you got to change the tire and keep trucking. So
Yeah.
Keep trucking.
you got to keep on running.
I was running.
I was running. So I just kind of hit like a strut the last month. I would say I've been kind of like just struggling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And my friend sent me Maricela. Mary Poppins. She's a viewer of ours.
Hi.
She sent me a book to read, and I was like, all right. So I ordered it about like a week ago, and it got here yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I started reading it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
yeah,
It's one of those books
one
that's
of those
like,
books where because it
they're
talks
so
about
good.
like how your mind, body, and soul are all connected. And, like it needs to be, you need to like get them all fixed, right? And like here in the United States, Western medicine is they detach the body from the mind. Like it's not it's not one, right?
Well,
Yeah.
And actually, everything, if you take it further, you got to go somewhere for your back. You got to go somewhere for your knees, right? And this book is saying that, like, in Eastern medicine, you go to one doctor and it's your head is connected to like whatever is wrong. It's everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit.
So if you're off on something, you're gonna be off on everything.
It's the book is great. It's like almost exactly what we talk about here.
What was it called? Do you remember?
Yes, How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LePera.
Okay.
And I'm barely like into chapter 3 now. And they got me yesterday. I was like, shit, I need to do something because with this book it gives you like guides and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So last night I got on my computer and I did like a wellness tracker for the day where like I track like it just reminds me more of a reminder. Hey, do this, do that, and then I'm also gonna track like each day.
Are you good at that? Are you good at tracking and like keeping data and like?
I hope so. Because like each day,
I mean, you're doing it. Yeah.
Each day I'm gonna like rate what kind of day I had.
Okay.
With water. Fitness,
Ooh, that's good.
sleep wellness, and how you eat. So I'm gonna just each day, and I'm gonna, and then there's a chart where it says how do you feel today. So I'm gonna there's like 4 of them. So each day I'm gonna write this day I was on here. So I'm gonna compare the two.
Yeah.
It's obviously gonna be better like when I drink water and drink all this
It's
stuff.
gonna be a difference, huh?
Yeah. So but like I think I need something like this, like structure, right? Like like discipline.
Yeah.
I was doing good and just kind of fell off a little bit, I guess, and it happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
It does. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
This past month. Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like you got it, and then what the fuck? What happened?
Yeah. It just comes right underneath you. You're like,
and it like pulls the rug like whoop.
yeah. You're like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And
I
you
was
were
doing
fully
so good.
aware, but
Yeah.
you were like not
Yeah.
at the same time because it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The good thing is like I was able to like not completely spiral, right? Like I didn't have thoughts of like killing myself or anything like that, or like I went and did cocaine or anything like that. I just had a bad drinking night, I guess. And,
Right. Yeah, whatever. Like, I mean,
I forgave myself.
Look at you.
I forgave myself. I was like, you know what? That was a mistake. I'm human.
Yeah.
Learn from it. Learn from doing that.
Yeah. Dang, I can kill for a night like that. I'm joking.
So yes, that was my semi life. I guess I must say life challenge.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. Sometimes there's challenges, sometimes there's not. Sometimes they're continuing challenges, and that's okay.
See.
So, today is our Halloween episode, so we kind of thought we'd keep it lighthearted. We've also meshed this one with our Dia de los Muertos. So, here we have our altar with
Good job.
Good job, Candy.
most of our pictures.
You
I'm
did
missing
so
a couple
awesome.
of them. Thank you. This is actually the one that I use at home. Like all this stuff I already had. Like all the pictures.
This is
and
all
everything.
candy right here.
I almost went for the mazapan when I walked in
I
here.
was like, no, that is not edible mazapan. It's old.
You had already called it.
Somebody would have haunted you at night. I'm like, excuse me, sir. That's
Yeah,
not
that would have given you mad.
Yeah. So, so I know altars kind of came into like altars and ofrendas came into like once the movie Coco came. Like I think a lot of people became more aware of it.
Yeah.
The first time I ever did one was in my Chicano literature class when I was going to Fullerton, and we had to do an altar then. And back then, the only one that had passed was Abuelito, our Abuelito.
Oh.
So I got to do it for him, and that was cool. So something that my mom and my niece like to do, and it's cool because it's like, you know, our culture and stuff like that. Even though that's not on our side of the family, it's not something that we did really. It's not something that we were taught to do.
No.
Yeah,
no.
we weren't.
We didn't do that.
But yeah.
Oh,
So
I love that.
I know, me too.
I love that. I love how we can just be like, well, so what? We can do it. We can still do
make
it.
our
We're
own traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's I'm like I said, I'm missing some. I know that I'm missing some, and I'm sorry, but yeah, we have my child is here. If you see her, my little baby, she passed away on December the 1st, so almost a year. My Kiki. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about Halloween today. You're gonna look like Lucila. I know. Kiki was like everybody's dog.
Yeah.
She's cute.
Yeah. She was like, we got her at the Downey Pound in California, and Mariah picked her out, my oldest niece, and she named her too. And
Hi, Mariah.
Hi, Mariah. Mariah gets a shout out like every episode. So yeah, she picked her out. She brought her. She was our family dog, and like she was an outside dog. She wasn't allowed inside.
Oh.
And it wasn't until my sister Dee moved with my older sister Melissa, and I was like lonely, and I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna bring this dog inside, and I literally brought her inside to sleep with me. And I was like, I don't care what you say, Dad. She's coming in. Yeah. So yeah, she was my dog since then. And then when I left California, she came with me here to Vegas. And then,
but she was with your mom for a little bit too, yeah.
Well, she was like our family dog.
Oh,
but like,
okay.
Like, so we got her. When she passed away, she was 17. So we had her for 15 years because she was 2 when we got her.
Wow.
And so she's like been through all the children, and up until like my youngest niece. Even when she came home, we brought her little, like, you know, the little newborn beanie that they have. Yeah. We brought it so that Kiki could get her scent. And so she would recognize it when she would come home, when she would hang out. And so I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I know.
And she would like, no.
Yeah,
like,
she would
best
follow.
friends, huh?
She would follow my sister around when she was pregnant. Like she knew. And I was like, oh. But yeah, that was my child for so many years.
Do you guys ever feel like your girl dogs, you know how like we get them spayed? It's spayed, right? And we're like, we took their right away from having puppies.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because my daughter and why are you laughing?
That's what you said. Took the rights away.
Took the what?
Took the rights away.
What do you mean?
That's what you said. You took the right to have babies away.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just laughing
at it. Yeah, she was like, wouldn't she still like, could she still have puppies? Like lady, right? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't think so because she's older. Like she's like in her 40s. So I'm always like, oh, lady's like in her 40s. Like she's my homegirl, you know? So we go everywhere together.
These are comadres.
Yeah. And she was like, she would have had the cutest puppies. I was like, yeah, she would have had the cutest puppies. But we took that right away from her.
Oh my God. That's funny. I think that Kiki sent us or reincarnated as Chula because there's so many things that Chula does. Chula is our youngest dog. We have Kiki, Darla, and Chula. And Chula, like, we got her in March. So Kiki passed in December and we got her in March because I just felt like our other dog, Darla, was lonely. And so there's just so many things that she does, and I'm like, oh, your big sister sent you to me. Yeah, but yeah,
and they got along pretty quick. Yeah, yeah, so sweet.
I know, my babies. All right, guys, let's get back to Halloween before I start crying.
That was a long rant on dogs, huh?
I know.
Geeky. Oh,
love
that
dogs.
is geeky, though.
I know, my baby. Okay, so so here's a couple of like traditions about Halloween. It says carving pumpkins, trick-or-treating, and wearing scary costumes are some of the time honored traditions of Halloween. Yet the Halloween holiday has its roots in the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of summer, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November the 1st as time to honor saints. Soon after, All Saints' Day came to incorporate some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before All Saints' Day was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later Halloween. Here's a look at the origins of the classic Halloween traditions we know. So, carving jack-o'-lanterns. The tradition of carving jack-o'-lanterns originated in Ireland using turnips instead of pumpkins. It is allegedly based on a legend about a man named Stingy Jack who repeatedly trapped the devil and only let him go on the condition that Jack would never go to hell. But when Jack died, he learned that heaven did not want his soul either.
Shit.
So he was forced to wander the earth as a ghost for eternity. Oh my God, that's so dark.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, it is about the devil.
Your mom was right.
Your mom was right. Oh my God, that's
We'll
funny.
get into that right now.
So, seeing ghosts. The festival of Samhain marked the transition to the new year at the end of harvest and the beginning of winter. Celtic people believed that during the festival, spirits walked the earth. Later on, Christian missionaries introduced All Souls' Day on November the 2nd, which perpetrated the idea of the living coming into contact with the dead around the same time of the year.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely. Scary costumes. In order to avoid being terrorized by all the evil spirits walking the earth during Samhain, the Celt don disguises in order to confuse the spirits and be left alone. Oh.
Damn, I gotta switch this out. Forrest Gump,
Right?
no one.
You're not fooling nobody. Trick-or-treating. There's much debate around the origins of trick-or-treating, but generally there are 3 theories. The first theory suggests that during Samhain, Celtic people would leave food out to appease the spirits traveling the earth at night. Over time, people began to dress as these unearthly beings in exchange for similar offerings of food and drink. The second theory speculates that the candy boon stems from the Scottish practice of guising, which is secular version of souling. What? During the Middle Ages, generally children and poor adults would collect food and money
Let's go change,
from
guys.
local. Generally, children and poor adults would collect food and money for local homes in return for prayers for the dead on All Souls' Day. Geysers dropped the prayers in favor of non-religious practices with the inclusion of songs, jokes, and other tricks. Oh, that's interesting. A third theory argues that modern American trick-or-treating stems from Belsnickeling, a German-American Christmas tradition where children would dress in costumes and then call on their neighbors to see if the adults could guess the identities of the disguise. In one version of the practice, the children were rewarded with food or other treats if no one could identify them. Black cats. The idea of being spooked by black cats dates back to the Middle Ages, when these dark felines were considered a symbol of the devil. It didn't help that centuries later, accused witches who were often found to have cats, particularly black ones. People began to believe that the cats were a witch's familiar, supernatural entities that would assist in their practice of dark magic, and black cats and spookiness have been linked ever since.
Maxie, that was a scary cat. Lisa's cat back in the day. Yes.
That was my mom's cat. She was like, my mom really, that was like the only animal my mom ever loved.
I know.
She really loved that cat.
Oh, should get her a cat.
That's what I was thinking too.
Still mean.
Black and orange. The traditional Halloween colors of black and orange also traces back to the Celtic festival of Samhain. For the Celts, black represented the death of summer, while the orange symbolized the autumn harvest season. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Have you guys ever bobbed for apples?
No, we can skip that one.
Gross. Like, that sounds
I know, that's so gross. Like, let's not
apples,
ever do that.
Shared water. Shared water.
Devouring
Not
candy.
all
Here
there.
we go. That's what we need to hear.
Okay, the act of going door to door for handouts has long been a part of Halloween revelries, but until the mid 20th century, the treats children received were not necessarily candy. Things like fruit, nuts, coins, and toys were just as likely to be given out. Trick-or-treating rose in popularity in the 1950s, and it inspired candy companies to market small, individually wrapped candies. People began to favor the confections out of convenience, but candy did not dominate at the exclusion of all other treats until the 1970s, when parents started fearing anything unwrapped. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Candy corn.
Do you guys like candy corn?
I
love candy corn.
If you love candy corn, try candy corn with popcorn. Oh my god, it's so good. Sweet and salty.
Is
Wait,
it candy
just
corn
put
tastes
it-
like plastic?
No,
Ew.
Tastes like-
rude.
goodness.
Yeah, it does.
So good.
And it's best to buy it after Halloween because then it's on
It's
clearance.
like 15 cents. Yeah.
So you are the
I
ones
do
that keep
have-
them in business.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
definitely,
Yep.
definitely.
Oh, so good.
Uh-huh.
Give us a
Hey,
pool.
do you
We need a pool.
remember when we were doing the list for Thanksgiving,
Uh-huh.
and then you said you were bringing corn, and on
Oh,
my
yeah.
list it said candy corn.
Uh-huh. Candy corn.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
That's me bringing the corn. That's so funny. A candy maker at the Wonderl Candy Company in Philadelphia is sometimes credited with inventing the tricolor candy in the 1880s.
Whoa.
But candy corn did not become a widespread sensation until the Golitz Company brought the candy to the masses in 1898. Dang, that's how old candy corn is. Candy corn was originally called chicken feed, and it sold in boxes with the slogan "Something worth crowing for." Initially, it was just an autumnal candy because of corn's association with harvest time. Candy corn later became Halloween specific when trick-or-treating grew in popularity in the US during the 1950s.
Wait, I
interesting.
say we talk about Halloween and then go to.
Yeah, we'll go to
right?
the Los
Okay.
Muertos separate.
Wait, do they do trick or treating in other countries?
That's what I was wondering. Well, the Celtic people do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. No.
Does anybody know that answer
Yeah.
to that?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just an American thing.
Yeah, because I
That's
can't
my
imagine
guess.
that. Well, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know. The world may never know. So my memories of going to Halloween was always at your guys' house, Rene. And we would all go. Like everybody would travel from wherever they lived to Buena Park to go trick or treating there. And I think we have like a couple of Halloween pictures of like the groups.
Yeah.
I'll try
It's
to
massive.
put them in here somewhere.
Yeah.
How
Fun
many?
times.
How many people do you think? Because that house was hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
30,
So, like-
maybe?
30 kids,
Mhm.
30 people.
Oh, so it was like
Maybe more.
maybe, because it wasn't just like the
kids.
cousins.
Oh.
It was like cousins,
Cousins of
friends
cousins.
of cousins of
Yeah.
cousins,
Like
cousins
one
of.
It's like we had a party.
Like, it was like a mob,
Yeah.
just like, oh, here they come, the street, and then other people would just like,
move out of the way.
you know, yeah, they'd be like, oh no, they're coming down this street.
Yeah, we've always gone there.
Mhm.
And I remember like okay, we're gonna meet there. Okay, we're trick or treating, and then somebody, half the people would stay at the house, and we would all come home or come back to the house and see what everybody got.
Aw.
But yeah, those are the memories
I
that I'm
love
like,
that.
I had to go
Yeah.
trick or treating with all of our cousins.
Yeah,
and
that was so fun. I only did it like twice with you guys.
Yeah, I know.
But
She
those
wasn't
two
allowed.
times were like so fun. Like I didn't have a costume or anything like that. I don't know what you guys threw something on me or whatever,
I
and
don't
I just
know.
got in, the mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say? Sorry.
When did you guys stop trick or treating? Like, what age do you guys remember?
I don't remember.
I was like 12.
I think 12 or 13. Yeah.
And I did because
Probably.
some lady,
Well, I didn't
some
even
older European American lady,
Ew.
said, "Aren't you a little old to be trick or treating?" I was like 12 years old.
Aw.
Because I was tall.
Oh.
I was like, I think I went home after that.
Aw.
The core memory.
Oh, because it was trauma.
Yes.
Oh,
Fucking puta.
Yeah. It's probably dead now, but it's all good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Revenge. No, just kidding.
Oh my god. Renee. That's funny. But yeah, I always remember Halloween. Like, I don't remember any Halloween not going to your house. Like, all of them were at your guys' house.
And then
all
somebody
of
would
us.
order pizza.
Yeah.
And then it was just so like
Mm-hmm.
late.
memories,
it was
huh?
late.
Yeah. Pushing the kids in the stroller and everything. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
You know why I have more memories is because as an adult, I went more
Mhm.
just to go walk around with everybody. So I do remember that.
Oh, okay.
As an adult, I remember partying all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Halloween.
remember Halloween parties. One of my friends, Wendy, I don't know if you're listening, but her birthday's on Halloween. So when I became friends with her and like my group of friends, like all of us, we would always party on Halloween because it was her birthday. So we would always have something to do. Like, we'd all dress up and we'd all do things. Like, it was just so much fun. There was like a lot, years of that going on. And it was so much fun because it was like, yes, I have something to do. I have a costume.
You can count on it. You can count on Wendy.
Yes. Yes, you can. Yeah. What about you guys?
So with my family, or excuse me, my mom was very religious growing up. She still is very religious, but more, I think now she's a lot more understanding because she has grandchildren and she'll do anything for her grandchildren, but including like walking with them trick or treating and stuff, which is so cute. With the twins and my daughter and stuff. It's so adorable. But yeah, like growing up, she believed that it was about the devil celebration, because it's anything like that's against God is,
But why is it
devil
against
right away.
God?
But it's, I don't know. What do you mean? Like, I'm saying because like how it's like celebrating the devil or whatever, like anything that's not for God is against God.
I don't think it said it celebrated the devil. I think it said that
No, I know, but that's what my mom was saying.
okay.
And I was like, wait, what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay? But it didn't matter what
Yeah.
we thought it was. That's
What
how
she
it
said.
was. And she never bought us costumes or we didn't celebrate it, right? And we just turned off all the lights and we went to her room, we watched a movie or we did whatever while everybody was like trick or treating and stuff. But we didn't we didn't dress up, which sucks because like
it's part of being a kid.
it was. And like I said, like those two memories that I have, like going with the cousins and stuff, it was just so fun. Like I just remember like that connection and like seeing everybody's costumes. And I think that was one of my things was seeing your costume that your mom made was such a huge thing for me that I remember being like, I love that. And I think it was like the costume was just adorable. Like it was just too cute. But the fact that your mom made your costume, I think that's what was huge for me. So anytime I saw the picture, like, and you had your little white t-shirt or something, yeah?
It was blue like this too.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Right. Then it had like silver squiggly lines right here for the straps. And then she made me a sequence mustache like this.
Yeah, I love it. It's just cute. Yeah, so
when did you get to start celebrating?
So I started when I moved to Vegas.
Mm.
Because I like to like celebrate and like party and stuff. Like I like getting into stuff, right? I like getting whatever I'm into. Like I like getting like I get really into it. And there's been so many like fun, like this is my favorite costume so far. I mean, I this was just like after work that I just threw up, right? But like Lucy, like her character and just her in general was such a like powerful woman to me, you know, like regardless of whatever she went through and everything, like she was just so about making everybody laugh, you know, and she just like was a clown, and it was all at her expense, but it was like she didn't care. Like she just wanted to make everybody laugh, you know, and she went through so much. And it was like 1950s where, you know, she married a Cuban man, you know, and he, you know, she struggled with that, but she didn't care. She was going to have her man, you know, like own half of her, you know, her shit and, you know, whatever. Huge long story. I've seen so many documentaries of Lucy.
Oh,
yes, like she just sorry. Also, like that's my comfort show is I Love Lucy. Like I can watch I Love Lucy any day, anytime. Like it's just so pure and funny and just like she's such a clown, you know? And yeah. And there's so many like people that I have connections with I Love Lucy, like Pearl, shout out. We have like Lucy and Lucy Adventures and yeah, like it's just this means something. So like my other costumes that I've done like Peggy Bundy, that was a lot of fun. I've done Cruella DeVille and Lady was my Dalmatian. She just had like this little kid towel thing. Oh, it's just adorable. And then one of my other favorites was Daria. Do you remember Daria?
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. So like every year, like I do something fun and you know,
fun.
yeah. So
cool. I love this. It's cute. I love this outfit, Lisa.
I do like it.
Yeah.
I just need to do a little. I don't know. I'm not good with that stuff. And it's so weird with short hair. Like to be able to, like, nothing curls. Like, it doesn't stay.
No.
But whatever.
I know. I was supposed to curl my hair, too. But it is what it is.
Short hair, don't care.
No. Lisa looks so cute right now. For those of you that are listening, she's wearing it looks like a 1950s, like with a big collar, like in the front, and then she has pearls on and a blue, a like lighter blue and white polka dot dress, and her hair is spray painted red, but it looks so cute, and it's up like Lucy. She looks so cute. And it's nice that it's your favorite one. And like that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh. And now the world gets to see it. You in your costume.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate?
Celebrating Halloween? It's always been one of my favorite things.
Yeah?
Yeah. You've always dressed up.
It was Thanksgiving's number one. Love turkey, mashed potatoes, food.
Not ham.
Right behind it, not ham. Right behind it is Halloween for
really?
sure.
Oh, fun.
I've always just I think my favorite costume of all time that we're talking about that is probably the day I dressed as the most interesting man in the world.
Oh my gosh.
The Los
that
Muertos
was
man?
like so good.
That was
That was really good.
Did you see? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
one,
I've seen it.
That was a good
Yeah,
one.
the
That was
most
a good
interesting
one.
man in the
I was
world.
wearing
That's
like
the
a
Dos
blue
Equis
suit.
man.
Yeah, the Dos Equis guy.
Yeah.
I had a blue suit on. I painted my beard white and my hair. When I had hair. I was like, damn, I'm going to look like an old sexy man. And then my hair left.
That's funny. The most interesting man in the world. That's a funny one.
I've always loved Halloween.
Really?
I guess the only bad memory was with that with that lady telling me I was too old.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've always like
hate that. You gotta ruin it
I've
for
always
everybody.
like celebrated it.
Yeah.
I think a couple times I didn't, and that's when I knew I was like in a bad place
Aw,
when I
yeah.
don't celebrate it. Because yeah,
Yeah.
but every year I dress up. I want
Yeah.
to say
What about as a kid? What was your favorite costume as a kid?
favorite costume. For some reason I remember being a clown. Like my mom painted my
I have
face
one
and
too.
everything. Like, had a big old fro. I saw the picture. Like it was like a picture of of us, Our Lady of Victory, or like elementary school. And I must have. Well, I had to be like third grade. And I could just see myself like in the middle of everybody, like with my face painted. I'm like, oh, that's me.
How cute.
I think that one.
I'm
was
like, is
it.
this the same one? Because I have a picture of me with the big fro, and it's like a yellow jumpsuit, like a clown
Mine's a
suit.
yellow jumpsuit.
Oh, okay, it's
Probably
probably
got
the same
passed
one.
down.
Yeah, it's probably the same one. You should look for the picture. Look for the picture. It probably is the same one. Yeah, because I have two like Halloween pictures that I have like right off the bat that I was like, it's the clown one and then the Miss America
Great
one.
idea.
Yeah.
To switch them up. Switch
Yeah.
'em up with
Trade them.
Yeah.
hmm
That's a brilliant idea
I
because
think
they're so
there's-
expensive.
I think there's places that do that.
Really?
Yeah, where you can like trade. I know my sister did that one time. I think traded them. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Mhm. Or just buy them on clearance for the next year.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You're right.
Yeah. Had a burp.
Let's see. So this is my favorite as a kid, and my mom made me a dress out of sequin, and she made me a sash, and she actually made this one this time too.
Oh my God,
it makes
Yeah.
it even better.
Because I was like, Mom, how did you do the other one? And she told me she did it out of sequin, and then she cut out with foil paper the letters, so they were like shiny, Miss America.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool.
And then my crown, my mom also made. Like she put foil over already, like this crown underneath is gold. But the crown that she made me then too was made out of foil too. And then like I just felt so beautiful, like so pretty in that costume. And that's why I'm like in the picture you see me like so happy. And I was like, I found this dress at the Goodwill bins, like the clearance center.
Get out.
So it was like $1. But I was
oh my gosh, how perfect.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is like my Miss America dress. And so last year, I think I put the pictures side by side, which I'll put them here last year. But it was like my favorite costume. And like she would make her costumes too, but like this one was my favorite
So
one.
cute.
I was just laughing at myself right now.
What?
I could have came in a suit and been the most interesting man in the world. Like came as Forrest Gump.
Life is like a box of chocolates, Rene. That's where you're at right now. You're trying to be funny.
That's true.
But as adults, since Fernando and I have been together, sometimes we'll do like couple ones. Like the first year we were together, we did Jessica and Roger Rabbit.
Oh, that
And
was
he
so
like
cute.
he like made his ears like out of, because I was like, oh, we can make them. And
course
here
he
I am
did.
with, I was over here with like pipe cleaners trying to make them, right? And he was like, no. He had like wire, and
my
then
gosh.
he did like the fur, like they look like legit ears.
He
And
would
then-
have hunted a rabbit.
yeah, right. Like he made it, and then like we had the red pants or whatever, and then he had a little like tail, a little cotton ball tail on the back of his pants. Yeah, but that was probably one of my favorite ones. And then the
Didn't you
next
guys see
year,
Aladdin and Jafar?
yes. So one year he was Jafar because he looked like Jafar. He does. He looked like Jafar. And then I was like, well, how do I, what goes with Jafar? And I was like, well, Red Jasmine when he like captures her or whatever. So I was Red Jasmine.
That was so cute.
And I loved it because I had a big old like chongo, like a big old ponytail, fake hair. And I was like, oh, I love this. One
It
year,
was adorable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One year we were luchadores.
That's good.
That was fun.
Dang.
And then What else? I think that's kind of it. Last year we were ghosts, and we even put sheets on the dogs too. They were ghosts too. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have to show you the family picture.
You have to show us.
We were a family of ghosts last year.
Oh,
So cute. I know.
I didn't dress up last year. I just thought
No?
about it. No. Because the year before that I did, I was Where's Waldo?
Oh. Do you still have that costume?
No.
Oh.
I now I remember because I was going through my total sobriety, like, so I didn't celebrate.
You can be sober and celebrate, Rene.
Yeah. That's what I'm learning.
Yeah. I know. It's hard. So I have a Halloween story. It's not my story, but Fernando gave me permission to tell it. One year, his mom, when she was little, I guess her mom had to work or something, and so her stepfather was watching her. Mm. And she didn't go trick-or-treating because he didn't take her. And so she was handing out candy, and a lady came and she was like, how come she's not trick-or-treating? And he goes, oh, like, I guess there was nobody to take her. And she was like, oh, I could take her. And he was like, okay. So the lady took her trick-or-treating.
The stranger?
Yes, he let her take her.
No.
And then, yes. She brought her back. And then I was like, you think she brought her back? But yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, he let her take her trick-or-treating. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
That's so
wild.
Crazy. Oh
so it was like in the 70s, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 60s, 70s. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
In California?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Capital of serial killers.
I know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Yep. Do you guys have any ghost stories?
I have a story. I don't know if you guys have ever heard it, but I just heard about it a couple years ago, not too long. Mm-hmm. But it's the tale of Pascualita. Mm-mm. No? Okay, so it's this folklore from Chihuahua. Mm-hmm. It was this bridal store owner. Like she would make dresses, and she had like a shop, and she had a lot of clientele, and it was just like a big shop, right? It's beautiful, beautiful dresses. And when it was her daughter's turn to get married, she designed her dress, and she went to like the day. I don't know if it was the day of the wedding or if it was around the wedding time, right? The girl gets bitten by a spider or a scorpion. I don't know, because I've heard two different versions of it. She gets bitten and she dies. And then the mom, like, it's so much pain for the mom that she gets her embalmed. And so this is the story, is that she gets her embalmed, and like she has her displayed as a mannequin, like outside of her store. Or not outside, inside her store, like in the window. And because this mannequin, like, no shit, looks legit. Like it looks like a person. Like the eyes are glossy. She has eyelashes. She has her nails are like, it looks like you know, like when you do gardening and stuff and you get like dirt and stuff in your nails or whatever, like it looks like that. Like her nails are like, she has real nails. Like it's crazy. And there's so many different little things. Like her nails grow, so they have to cut them, or things like that it's like, really? But I don't know. I don't know
creepy.
if it's like, it's definitely creepy, and people, they come from all over the world to come see her.
Wow.
Yes. And like, because she's displayed in the front. But I guess
crazy.
Like her hands, you can see the veins. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's right. I'm down. Let's do it. But yeah, that's the story. So, but the update to that story, because I had heard it like before, and then, so now, they said that, Mexico, like somewhere, like they had like an award show or they had something where they wanted to bring the mannequin down to Mexico City so they can display her on something, right? So they had her displayed
Oh my
in
gosh.
like in Mexico City, and then when they returned her, it wasn't the same mannequin. They returned a mannequin that looks. It doesn't even look like the same mannequin. Like you could tell it's not the same mannequin.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And so I mean the mom passed away like in the 80s or something a long time ago and stuff. So it but yeah. Is that crazy?
That's so
It's
weird.
so weird. But yeah, like and there's different stories that she comes to life.
Yeah.
And, and yeah, like there's this story about this French guy that he was an artist and he was staying in Mexico and then like he saw her like in the window and then he was just like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And like he was he was a magician. He was a magician, so he played with magic and stuff, right? So the story is that, he brings her back to life and then they share like a night, like once a year or something together. And like people have seen like their shadows or something, or their like visions of them or something weird, something crazy. But yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, La Pascualita. And she's beautiful. She just looks real. It's scary.
Damn. That is scary.
So we'll have to show you guys pictures.
Yeah, I want to see what
We'll
that
put 'em
looks
up.
like. Yeah, I want to see what that
sure.
looks like.
For sure.
Wow. Huh. Have you guys ever seen Ghost?
I've seen a picture of my dad, like as a ghost.
I remember
I
that.
remember that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Not creepy. Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
creepy. It was
Yeah.
pretty creepy.
Creepy, yeah.
Yeah. But my sister, she has cameras in her house, and it caught like something, and like it stopped or something like that in the middle of the night, and then like she went back and she looked at it, and it was my dad, the exact way he sits. Like he would like cross his legs and then he would put his hands like this and he would put them in between and he would just sit like that, right? And that was like his most comfortable like position that he would sit.
Yeah.
And then but you could see that figure in the picture. It's like white and it's like he's sitting on the couch. It just looks like him. It's so crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, anytime my dad gets a new phone, he will text himself or he will try to take that picture. Like he wants to save that picture because he's like he can't believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. That's crazy. But yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh wow.
That's pretty crazy.
Uh-huh.
What about you? Have you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm
Or you
aware
don't
of.
want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
I think I saw ghosts at our old house. I like woke up in the middle of the night and I seen a lady like floating with curly hair. And my mom was like, no, it was me. I was like, Mom, you don't have curly hair. It wasn't you. I seen a lady.
You don't float.
Yeah. You don't float. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably the only time that I remember something. What about you?
Something just popped in my head.
Oh, okay, go.
Ooh.
Terrifying moment.
Uh-oh.
It was after I got back from Iraq.
Uh-huh.
I was staying at my ex's house, Maryland.
That's scary enough.
Oh my God. It was the middle of the night. I was dead asleep. And I was laying there. I woke up and there was like this bearded figure
Shut up.
coming at me. Like, yeah, I swear this happened. It came at me and it felt like it went in me, right? Like it just came. Like I was like, oh shit! Like I couldn't stop it, and I got fucking cold. Like I was shivering. Like, and she's like, she woke up. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know.
What the
Yes, it was. I could still see it. I totally forgot about that. I don't know why.
Oh my
It's
God.
one of the scariest things that ever happened to me.
Wow.
I don't know if it was just my head playing with me or what.
Yeah.
But for me to like instantly turn cold like that, I was literally shivering.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy. That's crazy.
Sometimes I felt like I came back haunted from Afghanistan.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Keep that over there.
Get away, demons.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I know. I like
forgot
to.
about that one.
I like to listen to like spooky stuff, like on
Yeah,
podcasts. I like to
me
listen to spooky stuff, and I'm like, oh.
But if it gets too crazy, then I'll change it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys listen? Do you guys like horror movies?
No.
I hate horror movies.
No.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I
No.
just recently started to be able to look at Michael Myers and not be affected.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
If you don't remember from the very beginning of our podcast, I used to have Michael Myers dreams, and it was basically like my trauma manifested into Michael Myers. So he would like scare me. But even the other day, I seen that Halloween 2 was on, and I was like, maybe I'll watch a little bit. And I did, but I didn't see him in any of the scenes that I was watching.
No
and
way.
I was like, oh, okay, good enough.
Yeah.
Change it. I watched a
You're like,
little bit.
I saw it.
Good enough. That's fine. That's fine. That's funny. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Good job.
For the longest time, I couldn't sleep in the middle of the bed. You remember
Freddy
Krueger?
Krueger.
Elm Street on Elm Street
I
Part
do
1.
remember
Johnny
that.
Depp gets
yeah,
sucked in,
he gets
and he gets spit out.
that is like
I could not sleep in the for some reason in the middle of the bed. I could not sleep in the middle
I
for
think
the
till
longest.
this day I still feel weird in the middle of the
Yeah?
bed. Yeah.
Mm,
It feels weird.
It feels weird now too.
crazy. Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something that
Yeah,
stuck with me.
I cannot watch.
Me either. And it's
scary
funny
movies.
because Fernando would be like, come on, let's watch it. I'm like, no. And he goes, now I'm scared to watch it by myself. And I'm like, watch it by yourself. I'm not watching that.
I'm like, I'm not trying to scare myself. Why?
So my mom always
No.
said, never watch The Exorcist. She was never do it.
Oh,
My
I never
mom
did.
is still terrified of the original
Yeah.
Exorcist. She went to the theaters and saw it, and she says she still has nightmares about it.
Crazy.
So like, I watched it about 3 years ago. It is fucking bad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like
can't.
demons and stuff like
No.
that. Right? Like,
No.
who fucking watches these movies?
No
That's
way.
so scary.
Yeah.
I'm a chicken when it comes to them. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it and I couldn't sleep well for like 2 nights.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Crazy. So we have like decorations here. We have like American skeletons, and then we have over here this guy, Dia de los Muertos skeleton over here. So we did want to talk about Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a time to remember and honor those who have departed. Celebrated on November 1st and 2nd throughout Mexico and much of Latin America. It is said that on the holiday, the spirits of the dead return home for the night to visit their loved ones. Families visit grave sites and create ofrendas, or altars, created with pictures of their departed family members, candles, sweets, decorations, and personal offerings like favorite foods and drinks to nourish the spirits in their journey. Filled with food, music, and dancing, Day of the Dead is a rich celebration of the lives of those who have passed before us. While Mexican-American communities have celebrated the Day of the Dead for hundreds of years, in the United States with personal, often religious ceremonies, there has been an evolution in how the holiday is celebrated today. This change, in addition to a steady rise in awareness of the Day of the Dead in the United States, can be tracked to Chicano artists and activists who launched large-scale public events during the holidays seeking to create a new political and cultural consciousness among people of Mexican descent in the U.S.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I think Coco was probably
Yeah.
the and I seen the celebrations in Mexico, and they look just like amazing.
So
Like,
colorful.
I love Coco.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
such a good movie.
Coco, oh man,
My
it still
dad
makes you
passed
cry.
away like right after that movie.
Oh,
Yeah. Like he actually
I
saw
went.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we went to the movies with your dad,
Yeah.
and I won't
Yeah.
say because it's gonna make me cry,
Uh-huh.
but he like it affected him,
Yeah.
and he was like, I know. made me sad. I have a Coco vela right here next to you, right in front of you, right there.
Right here?
Yeah, it's an artist that made it. It's like a vela, and on the back it has the "Remember Me." Because I was like, it has the different I think it's a song, the "Remember Me" song on the back or something. But yeah, I think that definitely brought more awareness to
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
And it also made because one, it's about Day of the Dead, but it's like, about passing to the other side, but it's also culturally, it's, it's a Mexican story. And so that was cool seeing that in Disney, But I think now a lot of more people celebrate it and acknowledge it and stuff like that, because we've always celebrated All Souls Day, because we always go to church, or we go to the cemetery. And that's something that in our family, on our Galvin side, we go and decorate our grandparents' grave, and like for Christmas and like all the holidays. Especially Olivia and my sister Melissa and my tia Selena, definitely. They're always the ones that go.
Yeah.
And my mom, when we were in California, she would go. But yeah, I just think it's like a way to honor them, and it's like keeping them alive and their memories alive. Like, so I started to do one in my own home, and that's where all of this came from. All of this is my stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, I think it's a nice way.
Yeah,
like,
I love it.
You put their favorite things and stuff like that out, and it's just a nice way to keep their memory, and like, I don't know, it's like a day for them, and it's cool because it's like, are they like celebrating like in Coco, like they're all together and stuff like that? That's cool.
It's so pretty. Like it's
it's so nice. So it says a calavera imagery, or the skeleton figures most closely associated with the Day of the Dead today, was the creation of Mexican printmaker Jose Guadalupe Posada. He was inspired by skeleton imagery he observed in celebrations on the holiday, a remnant from indigenous traditions, initially created for broadside newspapers as illustrations accompanied by poems and jokes. Posada's calaveras slid into satire depicting political figures and elites of Mexico as skeletons. Oh, that's cool. A somber reminder we are all the same inside and meet the same end as mere bones. La Catrina is perhaps Posada's most enduring calavera image. This is a Catrina right here, by the way. Let's see, aimed at poking fun at rich Mexican women who were eager to adopt European dress and customs before the Mexican Revolution. Catrina figures are clothed in opulent dresses and large hats adorned by feathers and lace, a superior and self-aggrandizing fashion that stood in sharp contrast to the average Mexican worker. Okay, opulence. So a brief history of Day of the Dead in Mexico is estimated to be 3,000 years old and deeply rooted in Aztec and other Mesoamerican traditions in Mexico. Day of the Dead rituals were meant to honor death as a natural part of the cycle of life. The Aztecs gave offerings to their deceased ancestors, made altars, and burned incense in a month-long celebration.
Damn.
When the Spaniards arrived in Latin America, they appropriated the summer holiday and moved it to coincide with Catholics' All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day at the beginning of November, thus assimilating, damn assimilators, the Day of the Dead into a new Mexican culture blended from indigenous and European traditions.
I didn't know that.
Me either.
Wow.
Dang colonizers.
We're not Aztecs, right?
No.
Or at least our mom's, the Galvani side, we're Tarascans.
I'm mine.
Can
you tell?
Are your that side?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you tell?
Mayans?
Yes.
Mayans and Tarascans. I think my dad's something else, so he's not the Aztec.
Yeah, because when we went to Tulum, I was like, everybody looks like me here.
That's so cool.
I was like, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Today, Day of the Dead is a holiday that is reflective of its deep and varied influences, indigenous, religious, and artistic. While many Mexican American families still celebrate the holiday with personal and sometimes religious traditions, public celebrations hosted by community and art organizations have become increasingly common across the country. Chicanx artists such as Carmen Lomas Garza began creating public altars and installations in museums and art galleries to expand the holiday to reach communities. goods with Calavera and Catrina imagery can be found in stores across the country. The holiday as we see it today that has transformed into a true blend of cultures and voices to create a holiday that is unique and powerful as Chicanx community itself. That's crazy, huh? Like, our culture has become, like, I don't want to say mainstream, but it's like for instance, there's a European American guy at my work who has a mug that has calaveras on it, like, and they're colorful. And I was like, oh, I like that. And he was like, oh, they're Mexican sugar skulls. And I was like, oh, like, okay. Like, not you trying to educate me. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, oh, I love it. And he was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But I feel like, a lot of the like calaveras and stuff like that are very like Main Street and just, I don't know, but it's cool. But it's also like
there's like a restaurant. I don't know if they have them out here, but it's called Calaveras in like California.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Like it's
how's the food?
Like huh?
How's the food?
The food's okay. It's more if you go there for the vibe environment.
For the aesthetic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there you go. Like it's almost like you go to a brunch party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like there's no dancing and stuff, but there's music and
there's
like
okay.
pretty cool spot.
Let's see. What else? We just read
What about
that.
the Mexican like folklore, like the La Llorona,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chupacabra,
Yeah.
The
there's
chupacabra
Cucuy.
story. Cucuy.
Yeah,
That's
there's
funny.
so many things to scare us, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
So things
Try to keep
scare
it
us,
alive.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only one that scared me was La Llorona. That is
That used to scare you?
terrifying.
Yeah, that's always scared me, I swear.
Yeah, I'd go walk outside
Hear
right now,
her.
still get scared.
Yeah.
Llorona's over there floating in there. I'm not going out there.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah.
Or like here, the Bloody Mary one. Remember Bloody Mary?
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys ever
no.
try it?
I did in elementary.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I still want to try that now.
That's so funny.
How many times were you supposed to say it? 3?
3 times.
What
Like
what happened when you said it?
Nothing happened.
You're still here. What was the rumor that some
Some like
come out of the
lady
mirror
come out,
and,
yeah.
like kill you or something?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You remember that?
Like all
Yeah.
bloody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I still
Oh, thank you.
I don't necessarily believe him, but I still wouldn't try him.
Yeah. So it is time for the deep question.
Deep.
What is the scariest memory you have?
That's so perfect. Ooh, the scariest memory I have.
Ooh, I'll go.
Okay.
So when I was little, I used to fall asleep. But what is that called?
Sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to get that all the time.
Mm.
And oh my gosh, it was the scariest thing. Because when I would sleep, like when I would fall, it was like I'm in like a satanic church. And it was like the walls and stuff were I could picture it. It's so scary. But I could picture like the walls were just like it looked like tile kind of. And then I would just feel like massive like weight pressure like pushing me down. And I could not wake up for the life of me. Like I could not wake up. And for a while I had my sister sleep with me and I told her like if I start moving a lot, like wake me up. Whatever you do, just wake me up. So like I would like do whatever to wake her up and never could she wake me up. But it wasn't like she never saw it because it was all like, you know, in me.
Shit.
Crazy. That always scared me.
Yeah. That's like my Michael Myers dreams.
Ugh.
It's trauma. It's not funny that it's trauma, but it is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. I realize that. I don't know. What about you, Rene? You have the scariest thing?
Or what you said, huh?
I think what I said, that was
that's pretty scary.
That was pretty scary.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Do you have another thing?
Oh,
what about
yes. Huh?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What
Nope.
were you saying? The se murió stuff?
No.
Oh.
What?
No, I was just gonna talk about Not Scary Farm when everybody would go, like as teenagers and stuff.
They would grab you back then.
Was the scariest shit ever. I never once went back. Like I went when I was 13 and never again. Like it was hell, literally hell.
And that was like the coolest place to go, right? Being in Winter Park, that's where everybody would go.
Yeah.
No, thank
They
you.
used to be able to
Does it
touch
still
you
get
back
crazy?
then.
Yeah, they would.
Not in the sense where they can grab you now. I think they're not allowed to touch you or anything like that.
Okay.
But I think they still
It was just like
scare
the
you.
cans that they would shake a beats
Yeah.
and like, like, oh my god, get away.
No, thank you. I'm not gonna pay you to scare me. No,
No.
thank you. I could do that on my own.
I wonder if it's still like a thing.
Yeah, still a thing.
Oh.
Yes,
They still have
because
it.
literally my best friend was telling me she's gonna take my godson.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah.
How funny.
It's still a thing. It's still
Okay.
cool. Like,
Okay.
Well,
I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
Renee.
I think the scariest thing was after a mission in Afghanistan. It was like a really bad night. We were out all day, all night, and the next day, everybody that was on that mission, like, came back and we said like we're soulless now. Like, yeah, that we just didn't give a fuck about living or dying anymore, and that
Oh my gosh.
stuck with me for years. Like, yes, like to the point where I remember when I went to the psych ward like in 2019. I was in there and I remember like they say draw whatever you want or something like that, and I drew my eyes like the shape of my eyes. And I colored it all black. That's how I felt. Like I was soulless.
Oh my gosh.
Because of that night, like that specific night, like a lot of us were just like we were done because we felt like nobody cared about us and they just threw us out there like we were just pieces of meat. So that night is like one of the nights that affects me still.
Oh my gosh.
And it was scary because I was like, I'm coming back. I knew I was going back, and I knew I was a different person. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
What about you, Candy?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Scary. Scary.
What house did you think was haunted? El
Um,
Prado or?
Both of them.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do remember at the other house, the big house. 'Cause I don't like the house. But I remember seeing somebody like a shadow outside of our window, and it was like there was nobody like that should have been outside of the window because my bedroom was
Hell no.
the only one that was like at level. Like you could walk up on the front yard and my room would be there, and like the window was in.
That's right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I could see a figure like a shadow,
Oh, hell.
and we were like screaming, and our parents were like, "It's nothing." Like, no, you guys just quit. You know, you guys are lying.
You and
yeah.
Dad?
No, it was me and your sister.
Oh
And
my
we
god.
were like screaming, and they're like,
You
and I
guys
remember,
both saw
I
it?
remember your dad was like, "Quit crying or quit whatever. It's not true." Like, no, you guys are
No,
just
we weren't
saying
allowed
things.
to be scared.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What are the rules? Like, what the heck?
You didn't read this book. It talks about that. Letting your child show their emotions and stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. That's scary. But yeah, that was scary. That was like super
Oh my
traumatic.
god. You just saw like a man? Like
Like it's just a
Mm.
shadow.
Shadow.
We were like, oh hell no. I think as an adult, probably the scariest thing was me and my friend Jessica we went to the Cowboys home opener, like when they first had the stadium, and we like hitchhiked.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
We like Ubered before Uber was a thing. Yes. And I was like, I would never do that with anybody but her, because she's like from South Central, and she's like I trust her with my life. But yeah, we like hitchhiked with people. We're like, oh my god, yeah, because where we were staying at was really far from the stadium.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then the hotel where we booked was like in a like industrial, and so we were like when we were walking, people were like honking, and we asked the girl like, why is everybody honking? She goes, oh, because the only people that walk around here is like the prostitutes because of the area. I was like, oh hell no.
My gosh.
But yeah, that was really scary, like hitchhiking, and I was like, oh my god, now everybody does it.
Yeah.
Now, back then it was for free. Now everybody's hitchhiking and they're paying. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. But yeah, that was super scary because I was like, we did it lit more than once when we were out there. Yeah, we did it like we did it to get to the game. We hitchhiked like this. Yeah,
Never hitchhike.
Never. Yeah,
hitchhike.
and then we hitchhiked on the way. We went out. We took a taxi and it was hella expensive. So then we hitchhiked from the bars back to our hotel.
Fuck.
And then again, well, like we made friends with people, which I still have a friend in Texas.
Really?
She's
Funny.
Patricia. She's my friend. They ended up taking us back to our hotel because they were like, "You guys are far. Like, how are you guys gonna get there?" And yeah, they gave us a ride, and we were friends for like years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was super scary. Like I was like, "Oh my God, somebody's gonna take us! Oh my God, what's gonna happen?"
Oh my God.
And to start make it even worse, the cab that picked us up from the airport was going the wrong way, and she was like, "I'm fucking calling the cops right now. Like, you need to take us because the GPS is saying you're taking us the wrong way, so take us." And she was like calling on the phone, and she was like, she's like, "I'm gonna call," and the guy was like, "Oh, okay," and he like took us to where we needed to go. Yeah, like he was pretending like he was lost. Yeah, I don't know if he was
he's
really
probably just
lost. He was trying to
racking
steal
up
us. Yeah, I was like, it was weird.
miles.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I was like, oh my
Hopefully.
God, right? Oh my God. Yeah, so that was super scary. I mean, that was on my part for being a babosa. But look at okay, it
Still
ended
here.
up being I'm still here, and it ended up being a thing now. Okay, everybody hitchhikes everywhere now. Okay, oh my God, but yeah. All right, guys, that was our episode. Let's see. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And Feliz Dia de los
Muertos.
Muertos. Like, celebrate. See your altars if you guys do stuff. Also, I'll take a picture and put this up on our page for this so you guys can see a little bit closer of it as well, too.
Zoom in.
But
So
thanks,
cute.
guys. See you next
Thank
week.
you. Subscribe,
Bye.
please.
Subscribe and like. Don't be giving thumbs down, okay? That's how you know we're doing good because we got haters
We got
already,
haters,
okay? Somebody gave us a thumbs down on some of our videos, so that's what that's about. But anyways, bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. If you are in need of any medical assistance, please contact your local provider. If you are having thoughts of suicide, please call the National Suicide Hotline at 988. In case of emergency, call 911. See you next week as we talk about
the things we're not supposed to talk about.